straight back into this music. Hello everyone. We're back. We last time Lynx and the gang escaped from their gambling debts. And yeah, now we've got some we've got some stuff to do. But first, we were visited by Nikki, who said they wanted our help. So let's go talk to them. I don't know why I'm they-theming Nikki. Nikki's a he-him as far as I'm aware, but I don't know. I guess I just see something of myself in them. Nikki's told me all about you guys. Hop on. Nikki told me all about a mushroom, a clown, and Dr. Neocortex's persona. Rockin', I knew you'd come. Well, now that we're all here, here's my idea. How would you all like to save an island with a song? Ha! Think before you speak, Nikki. You've got to be out of your mind. No, I'm serious. According to Irene's, the island of Marble is infested with monsters. Their only weakness is a demi-human song that the sage knows. While we perform our gig near the island, these people will exterminate all the monsters. That's the plan. Of course you'll help out, right? Of course. Rockin', I knew you'd help. I shall gather all the demi-humans on this ship and play backup instruments. It'll be difficult for humans to play the proper notes for our song. But don't we have to bring this ship over to Marble? Our ship's chained to the Zelbest, you know? Plus we have a contract with that Fargo guy. We can't just leave. Yes, I know. I don't intend to go with our ship alone. We don't want to disappoint our fans aboard the Zelbest. The only hurdle left to clear now is how to convince Fargo. I'll leave that up to you, Irene's. We have to concentrate on setting up the gig. Hey, you know, this is starting to sound interesting. It's almost like a test to see how far we can take our show. So you're with me on this, Mickey? Great, let's get ready for the rehearsal, everyone. Thank you for your support, Sage. I trust you will put on a good gig. I like to imagine him being the Sage, in addition to that being his job. He's Sage. Excuse me? We seem to have involved you in quite a task. If there is anything I can do, I will be happy to join you. Irene's joined your party! Alright. We've got a mermaid in our party now. Now, we actually saw Irene's counterpart in another world. She was imprisoned on display in Terminus Main Street. Pretty nasty stuff. Oh, sorry. I was just mentally reading this. I wasn't reading it out loud. Let me do it again. The concert stage is actually somewhere in this ship, but I can't tell you where. Nikki doesn't like to have visitors during rehearsals. If you come up with an idea on how to convince Fargo, let me know. Oh, and I have a message from the Sage. It says, use the fiddler crab where the tide around the Dead Sea differs. I have no idea what it means. I hope you do. Yep. Don't worry, we're going to get a little bit of a break from this theme because off stream, I did a little something. So there's another character that is now unlocked to us. But there's a catch. It requires going through the homeworld version of Fort Dragonia, which is basically the same dungeon that we did before again. So I went ahead and did that off stream. You didn't miss anything. Like, there's some different gear and elements you collect from like the chests, but it's just the same thing. I also used this opportunity to get some more transmogrifications in Sprig's repertoire, which we will be using very shortly. But yes, popping into the central room. And then heading down. So you can actually get into this world in other worlds, but when you're first visiting Fort Dragonia, and it has all these these pods here, but they are turned off and there are eggshells around them. But this one, it's still operating. So we've been lugging around this big egg like for most of the game. Like, we found it in like Fossil Valley right outside Arnie at the start of the game. So I think it's time to finally put it to use and get a little guy out of the bargain. Wow, what a good sleep. Good morning. Hey, where did everybody go? My big brother? My big sister? My kid brother? And my little sister? Where did they all go? Are you my mother? Really? You look more like a father to me. Will you take me to mother and father? Sure. Draggy joined your party. Yeah, we've got a little itty bitty baby dragon. And he's got pretty good stats, especially in strength. And look at his little hops as he follows us around. Alright. Now that I've done that, we will be nipping back to the Zeldas. It was a brief trip out, but there's one last thing we should do there before we progress the plot. Because, believe it or not, there is 2 more characters that we can get. Yeah, Draggy is a little Digimon coded. You're right, I never thought of that before. It's the color scheme, I think. It's very, don't really know Digimon. I know Agumon, but like his like evolved form where he's got like kind of those stripes on him, it kind of reminds me of that. Down. Actually, Old Man Sneff has a considerable amount of debt to Captain Fargo. That is precisely why he cannot leave the ship. Old Man Sneff is always shaking it into debt with his gambling. Gambling is about the only joy in his life. It's kind of sad. Damn. We gotta get him out of this. Well, maybe we already have. Oh no, now Draggy's being influenced by gambling. He was born 5 minutes ago, and we're already taking him to the roulette tables. No! What's going on? What's up with Old Man Snap today? Ever since the captain lost, Snap's been on a winning streak. Yeah. Jackpots galore, baby. This is why I can't stop gambling. Lady Luck is with me today, baby. Now I can pay off my debt to the dirty captain. Oh, it's you. Luck has finally come my way. I'm gonna pay off my debt and get the hell off of this ship. We're not the only people who benefited from permanently disabling Fargo's mechanism. Hey Pops, I heard you paid off your debt to Fargo. You're not pulling my leg, are you? Why would I lie about something like that? There's no reason for me to stay here now. I'm getting off of here. This is kind of sad. It was 3 years ago when you shook us in after you found us wandering around with amnesia. We are greatly grateful to you. We still have a ways to go with our stand-up comedy act, but one day we will really, truly make you laugh. Lank and Stout, if I run into any of your comrades, I'll be sure to tell them you're doing well. Good luck to you guys too. And go on that diet already. Yeah, I know. Sniff. Come on, guys. Enough moping around. This won't be the last time I see you. Take care, everyone. Nah. Forget it. Huh? But why? You're always talking about getting out of here. Not until you're able to handle 4 swords. And not until someone laughs at Lankenstein's jokes. I can't just leave my family behind. Pops! But I just want you to know, I may be traveling with these people whenever they call upon me. Well then, who's up next? We are! Rightly right. And you two should be practicing instead of crying. Yes, sir. It feels good being yelled at by Pops again. Well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, have them join our party. Yeah. The Magician Sniff is join our party, and he has some of the worst stats in the game. So we'll not be seeing too much of him, but it's good to have him around. We poked our head in here last time, but we didn't actually get involved in the monster fighting arena, because you've got to have one in an RPG. The ultimate event of events, the Grand Slam. Monsters from all over the world are here to battle it out. You guys want to participate? Sure, let's do it. Okay, go for it. There's no turning back now. Now this, Draggy, is Bloodsport. This is the second thing. The third, we've taught you 3 things, Draggy: gambling, the importance of a fine family. You know, that's nice. You know, that's good. And blood sport. Our slogan: fight with might and believe the hype. It's time to get it on. All right, we have a new challenger. Let's see what our new contestant can do. Woohoo! Don't take me too lightly. Alright, so this is a minigame where you fight with monsters. Specifically the monsters that the character female Yoda lady, I forgot her name. And yeah, yes, Yaddle. Her name is Yaddle now. Yeah, we get to choose any monster we've got in her repertoire. And I went and got a few others because the ones that we had presently wouldn't have been quite up to snuff for what's about to come. But we should be good with this slot, I think. If I can go on. Yeah. We can't just use our best monster straight out of the gate because it's 3 rounds, and if you use a monster you can't use it for the rest. But we do want to use some good stuff for this one because this is one of the tougher ones because of Torminator here, who can just basically just like wipe out most monsters with one hit. So what we want is quick build up, and then immediately use Hell Soul. Try to instant kill. Which field? Okay, so that makes things a little bit challenging. Luckily, Crossbones also has instant kills. Okay, that's actually the ideal person for Torminator to charge because Portal is basically the only thing that could have survived that. Portal is like, we're basically using them as a tank because unfortunately you cannot use their ability that they had when they met them in Viper Manor, where they could like summon in monsters to fight. That ability is deprived to us. Oh my gods! Terrible RNG, jeez. Biba down. Oof. Okay. Oof. What the hell? Come on, come on. Shit. That's inconvenient. I do love the just kind of like sidestep it does whenever it dodges getting its soul sucked out of it. Like, nope, nope, that wasn't me. Luckily, Wraith does do a fair amount of damage. Got one one more try, but I think I'm going to get a couple hits in with Geist. Then Wraith will not have as much time needed after. Come on, come on! Yeah! Woo! You're right, Ben. It is the 5th raptoring that sticks. I will never doubt you ever again. Not that I've made a habit of it in the past, but damn. Okay, so this one, I know what I want. Combat here, which is a great name. I want Cybot, and I want I think I want Scorpion. I think Scorpion looks too weird not to pass up. But Cybot and Combat are two big ones for this one. Specifically because there's another Cybot on their side. And as we know from our trip through Fort Dragonia, these guys don't fuck around. I don't know if it's picking up on the microphone, but my controller is vibrating crazy with that. It's like all like the stuff here is like shockingly robust. For like you only need to do this once. I'm pretty sure. Like there's no like you don't get anything else for anything more than these 3 matches. But like they programmed all the monsters in the game basically, including some that you would not think you would get. Like, there is a like super boss fight in this game. You can only access it on New Game Plus, so I'm not sure I'll be able to show it off. At least not until like the very end. But ugh. Yeah, combat getting frozen out and then not being able to do anything was not ideal. Oh yeah, like there is a battle against humanoid optional super bosses, and they are like you can get them in the monster arena if you use Yaddle to kill them, which is like pretty difficult because you can't Yaddle has to kill them by themselves, not as any of their like transmogrified forms. So it's like a tricky thing to pull off, getting the last hit, but damn, it's really fun that you can do that, and they have they've even got like dual techs and stuff that they can use with like other party members. it's the kind of thing that makes me think that this was like something that someone was just working on. Like this was kind of like a little pet project they had during development. It definitely has like a kind of personal touch to it. Although I think that might be biased because, you know, like Chrono Trigger, there is a like programmer's room where you can get like little messages from all of the, you know, all the people who worked on Chrono Cross. There is like I have strong memories of like the one that talks about like the person designing the monsters, the battle maps and things. I love that kind of stuff in games. Ever since the Ratchet and Clank Museum in those games, which was always such a cool thing. At this stage, we are just trying to batter this thing until it goes. Avoiding using elements here, even that does like keep up the DPS in a way that like we don't have any downtime. You know, it's not ideal. I prefer to be using elements right now. Shit! I think we might have just lost. Oh, Cybot lived! Cybot lived! Okay. It might not be Jover. It might be Jover. Jesus, that spray has fucked us up. Yeah. Alas! Missing on 92%. That's some XCOM numbers. Yeah, I think like it won't be apparent. It maybe might start to become a little bit apparent in this episode. If we get to the point where I'm planning to, I'm going to give it another try. But one more try, and if not, then I'll come back and do this at some point. Yeah, like this game is like very polished up to a point. Like pretty much every PS1 RPG I've ever played, like without exception. You reach a point where you go, here's where the money and the time and the disk space, something has run out. You know, and that will happen with this game. And I truly adore when that happens in stuff. It is, it's the best. It just has this such a human, personable quality to it that I just find like super endearing. And also just like it genuinely just creates like really kind of cool like I don't know it creates like genuinely like cool things like Xenogears. You know, everyone talked about Disc 2. Disc 2 is the best part of Xenogears by a country mile. Everything that makes Xenogears like remotely interesting is better in Disc 2. Oh shit, I picked the wrong... Uh-oh, okay. I'm just too thinking about Xenogears. Yeah, everything that makes it, like, everything that's interesting about Xenogears is most present in Disc 2 when if you don't know what happens in Xenogears Disc 2, I don't want to spoil it necessarily. I do feel like it's kind of been pretty thoroughly talked about. Well, sorry, hot dog, you didn't get to do anything, unfortunately. We'll be able to do like a decent amount of damage at least. Yeah, Total Chaos is a monster in like the painting dimension that Serge got sucked into after he swapped bodies with Lynx, and it's such a good design. I love that they're a Doom sprite. I love the little dance. I love he's just like a freaky guy, like a crazy guy. Fuck. Well, our luck isn't any better in this on this try. Yeah, that's right. It's 5 times the charm for that. Oh, look! It's holding its hand up his face. It's hiding. Oh, it's so cute. Don't think... No, Total Chaos does not have any more... But... what they do have is this. It's so cool! Yeah, just 204 damage then. I think that might be us toast. Oh no, Total Chaos is still alive. Yeah, oh god, that would have been very funny. GG's. Some bad luck on the first run with that one getting frozen out, and then just picking the wrong monsters for that one. Alright. As promised, I'll give this another try later. But we've got like a story to be getting on with. Exactly. Blue Mage Blood Sports can win. We're off to the Sea of Eden. The Dead Sea, as it is in this world. Oh, I just had a thought. What was that item called? Fiddler Crab? Sculpture of a fiddler crab with a claw that shines like a blue jewel. Is said to be able to control the tides. Alright, damn. I thought it was going to be like a little, you know, it's going to have a little violin or something. Or a fiddle. That, you know, that's awesome before. Snef, Draggy, I'm sorry, you're not plot relevant enough for the next segment, I'm afraid. As we head into Death's Door. It's probably good not to take Draggy to Death's Door. He's seen enough horrible things. What is the evil sword Masamune doing here? It's no use. You will not be able to proceed without going mad. It's a very funny way to say that. Serge, we have no choice but to withdraw for now. The path appears to be blocked off by that sword. You must already be in there. The negative sentiment associated with that sword has intensified. It will be impossible to proceed without going mad. There has to be a way. The Dead Sea is right under our nose. Only the dragon sword, Einlansha, can break the seal of the Masamune. The Einlansha? Yes, the legendary holy sword forged by the Dragonites. I have placed that sword to rest beside its rightful owner, Garai. May he rest in peace within that cavern. Although it pains me to disturb his eternal sleep, we have no other choice. Where is this cavern? We know it today as the Isle of the Damned. It used to be an ordinary cavern until it mutated into a nesting ground for demons. I believe this may be the result of Garai's sentiments which lingered. A negative sentiment which the holy sword could not even restrain. In order to make our way in there, we need a certain item that Garai used while he was still alive. I have stored it away in a hut where Garai and I used to train. You must go and get this item. So, this is the episode where things from Chrono Trigger are going to come back into like existing in this game, which has otherwise not really been about that. And the first of those is the Masamune, which was Frog's sword in Chrono Trigger. What happened to it? Why does it look like that? Why is it talking about how evil and cursed it is? Dario's father Garai and I used to frequent this island for our training. Now I can't help but notice, Radius, man, you seem to be best friends with someone I would describe as a final boss type guy. A Golbez, Lord of Darkness, an X-Death, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know if this is the vibe I would necessarily want to give off. Maybe he's just like a World of Warcraft fan. You know, he's got those big shoulders. He's just like, you know, he really likes his human paladin in World of Warcraft. Well, I guess it would be warrior, wouldn't it? Paladins don't have two swords, or maybe they do now. I don't know. It's been 15 years. I lose again. You're always a half step too slow. And you have a habit of turning your wrist when you swing down. I can read your every move. Ha! You're about the only one who knows that, since we practice together so often. And I thought I was a genius. Yeah, right. The Einlander is a legendary holy sword, passed on to the most skilled swordsman of the Acacia Dragoons. It belonged to Garai before Dario took over the title. He was a magnificent dragoon. Could this really be it? The Sword of Legend, the Masamune. My word. Leave it alone. There's something wrong about this. What could be wrong? This is a legendary sword. Didn't you play Chrono Trigger, Garai? No, don't touch it. See, Garai? There's nothing to fear. This little dance. Me when I claimed the cursed sword of darkness. Perhaps not. Let's go, Radius. No use hanging around this eerie place. Ah. The Masamune. That sword is cursed with hate and sorrow. Anyone who lays his hands on it will be overcome with negative sentiments and will be driven mad. Enough talk from an old man. Just wait here for a moment. Oh, yep. We were written right over here, weren't we, Arl? Sorry to keep you waiting. With this mirror, we should be able to make it to the inner parts of the Isle of the Damned. Radius put away Garai's keepsake. Let us be off to the Isle of the Damned. Now, we did pop briefly into the Another World version of this place when we first got our bow. And the Home World version looks about as pleasant. So, we're actually going to want to... We're going to want to swap out Harl. I don't actually know if we've actually seen Starkey in battle. But now we will. Normally I wouldn't, Yeah, I figure, unfortunately, you know, we've already ruined Per Starkey. He was exposed to gambling at too young an age. Compared to Roulette, this is all fine. Walking on, like, meats, all meshed together, all these, like, bones and stuff, you know. Maybe his planet's like this. Maybe they do all that stuff here. There. He's the best of all of us, really. do wonder what the other characters think of Starkey. Because like I didn't mention this on the episodes, I don't think, but in case it might not be clear right now, but Starkey isn't like a joke character. He's mandatory. You have to recruit Starkey for the plot. You cannot progress past a certain point in the game if you don't have Starkey in the party. So he is like, he's canon. He will appear in cutscenes talking to main characters in like pivotal moments. And I love that everyone's just so blasé about him. He's just like, yeah, it's Starkey. He's aliens exist, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good point. It's like, you know, he's like everyone's just like, yeah, man, whatever. We found out like alternate like timelines and dimensions exist. Like, aliens are kind of small potatoes for us. And I guess there was the whole thing with Lavos a few years back. Although I don't know how much of that is like public knowledge. Like, you know, you can fight Lavos in like whatever time period you want after like 12,000 BC. And like, I don't know how much everyone was told about the Lavos situation. I don't know how well it would like go down. Like, Chrono was like, "Hey, you should give me a job. I've seen." Oh yeah, by the way, this is one of Starkey's texts. He summons Grom Lagan to shoot a laser beam at something. Yeah, if someone came to you in a job interview and was like, "Oh, what's this gap in your CV?" Would you accept an explanation like, "Oh, I was off killing like an alien god parasite from space that was going to kill everyone in 1,000 years. But don't worry, I nipped that in the bud. You don't have to worry about that." Can't put completing Chrono Trigger on your CV. He's still okay. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Fuck, I forgot about the goblin thing. You know what, it's like... everything moves so fast now, and it's like... the goblin stuff barely registers between all the, you know... now that AI costs money, all of a sudden people are like, well, hang on a second. Am I sure I like this? Am I sure I like this enough to spend 80 million pounds on it? Because that's what it's asking. It was funny. I was at the job center, earlier today, and one of the things they were saying is like, oh, we do like a course about AI for people who want to learn about AI, and how to get started with AI and like jerk off motion. But I should have asked like, oh, will you pay for me to use AI? And I wouldn't actually use it, but like, I think I could bankrupt the Northern Ireland government very quickly with that. It's not like I would have to spend that much in order to do that even. Got the deadbeats again. Love the deadbeats. Radius is getting absolutely bursted. No! No, Radius! No! Don't hit Starkey! The redness descended. Yeah, the corrupt influence of the Cursed Sword Masamune really has not left Radius. Do you fuck with Gunbuster? We can show him Gunbuster, but I think if we show him Diebuster, the consequences for future relations between man and alien they'll never recover. Oh, suit of armor here. Well, don't know what to do with that. Might come back here later. I can't remember what that's for. So we're going to want to make sure our elements are tight. I need lots of healing stuff. Particularly for other people to waste. Actually, that reminds me. I need to get rid of... Lynx's revive and give it to Arky. Actually, take off someone's equipment who has a Stop. I didn't mean to keep pressing star key. Fungi. We're not going to be using fungi for a minute, so... Alright. Very cool screen. Look at this massive field of flowers. Radius, Lynx, Starkey, may you all rest in peace. No, Garai! Nary a day passes when I haven't looked back on that day. I was overcome by the power of that sword. Who'd have thought we'd find the Masamune in a place like this? No. Hey, Garai. What the? Now I'm the top swordsman of the Acacia Dragoons. I did it! I'm the greatest! What happened? Oh Lord, what have I done? No! They didn't even have an epic duel. He just fucking, like, hey bitch, catch this, and just sliced him in the back. I know I lost my sanity because of that sword. But I must admit, the sword is not entirely to blame. I was jealous of Garai. I wanted to be the better swordsman. The once renowned Masamune. The holy sword that conquered darkness. Could it be merely a tool for murder? Should you feel remorse for what you have done, then you may fall by my sword, you traitor. Garai? No! I love the camera panning up at this point to show we're still inside the Isle of the Damned. It's all an illusion. The sky is breaking into this horrible skin texture ceiling. Listen to me, Garai. We need the Einlander to seal the cursed evil sword. Then express your intent to the Einlander, as a true swordsman would do. You must defeat me to proceed. In order to believe in what is right, must one suffer pain and sorrow? Do not hesitate. Show me the pride and honor of the Acacia Dragoons. Come, Radius. So, the reason why I wanted to prepare particularly, and the reason why we brought Starkey, is Garai is white innate, which means he is going to be particularly dangerous for Lynx. So we want to take him down, try to nerf him a little bit, and then try to take him down as fast as possible before he outpaces us in DPS. We'll start off with a little bit of laser work from Starkey there. Switch over to Radius. That is a fun idea of just like, what does Garai think of little alien? He's like, hold up. We'll do the battle to decide your redemption and whether you're worthy to carry the holy sword again. But who's that small fellow? Who is that adorable little guy? I would like to make his acquaintance. Doesn't affect Starkey's damage too much, but will help Lynx and Radius. Not a lot of damage. I was hoping for a little bit more. That's fine. Starkey's mainly here for support. Not going to use an element of Radius now. Starkey. Shit. That is problematic. And even my revive. You know what? Just to be absolutely safe. Absolutely safe. I'm just going to make a little thing on my PlayStation 1. Garai is like the first major difficulty spike, but not the last. We may end up encountering the other one if the rest of this fight doesn't go completely off the rails this episode. That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of crits we're here for. Okay, and then Lynx, you have a kitty biscuit there. Oof. The full free hit combo. Okay, I think this is against Radius. No, it's against Lynx. Oh! Shit. It's up to Radius to finish the job. I don't know if I've done enough damage. But for now. Not even winded yet. Hopefully, Radius is a kind of melee powerhouse. Come on, Radius! Redeem yourself with violence! Violence and self-care, that's gonna win us this day. Oh no. He lives! Holy shit! Radius! Radius! Amazing! I don't know if it'll be enough, but holy shit, that's so fucking hype. Okay. I'm going to load a save state because I realize it's been quite some time since I see it last, and none of us want that, frankly. This time I'm going to try to keep up on my devops a bit more. I think I slacked a little more. Starkey's still down, but you know, if Radius could almost solo him, then as long as we're a little bit more careful about keeping Lynx up, that should be very handy. Yeah, it's amazing what they can do with PlayStation technology these days. Black and white PlayStation games sounds kind of kind of cool though. Maybe not as like your only option necessarily, but like, there is something kind of like sick about that. So I don't think it was like nowadays you do have like you get your like monochrome filters and stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen like PS1 or like I don't know. Yeah, like I'm trying because especially like at this point in time, like games use so many like color, so much color theory to like communicate information. It's gone. Oh no, that was Radius. Radius is still up. Okay, that was lucky. Alright, move very quickly. Get enough for a heal for yourself, big man. We're really hurting for stamina right now. Okay, let's really heal all there. Really has it out for Radius, and you know what? Fair enough. All things considered. Hopefully it's enough to survive. Oh, one of them's gonna die. Alright, that's Radius out. Lynx does more damage than Radius and has Nostrum, which is our best healing at the moment. So we have that in our favor. Unfortunately, you know, the white innate is going to be really nuts with us. As is. Oh, that's not helpful at all. Wow, those capsules are like less than useless. Okay. Okay. Think. There not being a save point outside Dario's lair is really messing with me. Although I should have probably saved it before the fight. That would have been smart. I was too overconfident. Yeah. Imbecile is the best way to be honest. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, pop right over to Radius. Heal all. There we go, like it never even happened. And Lynx didn't get fatigued that time, which is excellent. Come on, Radius. Oh, okay. Like you have something, right? You do indeed. No fatigue. Oh, I'm always terrified of fatigue. In real life also. Yeah, he's winded. Your plus and Lynx. Just in time. No, 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 no. Oh, I really thought I would have more time. Alright, it's back to Radius standing alone once more. Yes! Ooh. You know, I'm gonna cope and say it's appropriate that Radius is the one that laid the finishing blow. Radius received Einlansche. I have always been prepared to fall to a sword held by one of your sons. Perhaps Glenn will take on that role, now that Dario is gone. However, I must attend to some unfinished business. Please wait a little longer, Garai. Forgive me, my friend. Here lies Garai. May your eternal dream live on. Alright. First of all, let's get everyone back up tip-top shape. Well, we've got what we came for. It's time to skedaddle. One second, sorry. So, if you're dead after winning a boss fight, you do not get like the big level up that you get when the star goes up. But you do get it if you like basically a couple of battles afterwards. Essentially, you will get it instead. So it's not like you can like permanently lose up on that. It just makes the little bit slow. Got some stats at least from that one. Away we go, back down to death's door. First of all, real quick, gonna swap Starkey out. Sorry, Starkey. It's just I like to help Carl when I can for stuff of the game. She's got things to say. Sometimes, at least. Oh, Garai, we shall use the holy powers of the Einlandsche. The sword is a reflection of one's soul. How I pity you. You've done no wrong either. I just hope that one day that sword will be freed of enmity. Yeah, the live Starkey reaction is... well, we might see a little bit of him in what comes next. This is the Dead Sea. This is some sight. I feel like I am living a nightmare. The waves are at a standstill, and what is that dark shadow in the distance? The treacherous ocean, the earth condemned by dragon gods, is not all that bad. Welcome to the Dead Sea. A sea frozen in time. Not just that, but there's all this detritus. We haven't gotten to use our new mermaid companion. Let's swap her in for this bit. Oh, and I'll also save the game, just in case. Not just a frozen sea, but a future frozen sea. The little ghost wandering around. Capsule, or crapsule, as I will henceforth be calling it, out of my inventory. First, before we follow this road, let's, oh, you run into the ghost. Geos. Actually, Irene's here. I don't know what that thing did to Harl, but Irene's here is pretty good with magic, so she'll be handy to have around. I love like the multiple layers going on with these backgrounds. It must be really difficult to convey verticality in a pre-rendered environment, but hell, they didn't do it. There we go, that's the big level up in this title. I'm just going to try to gather as much as I can because, well, there's that thing up there. And, it might be a tiny bit familiar to people who've played Chrono Trigger. You also may have forgotten about that character completely, but going to free fall and well, that happened. I can't see any relation there. That's completely random. Oh, this is the normal battle theme is playing. This is a boss fight. Against this fucking ABC Warriors 2000 AD motherfucker, Highwayman. Yeah, this is one of the robot, like, drag racers from the future, from 2000 and 2300 AD in Chrono Trigger. I mentioned before that this is the time when this game starts kind of becoming a sequel a little bit to Chrono Trigger, and yeah, this is part of it. We're not just in any future, we're in that future. Which, I mean... How did... At they Chrono Trigger, we stopped that out. The whole game is about stopping this future from happening. What's it doing here? This ability of Harl's Moonshine is very handy. We're just giving everyone a bit of a love. Good God. You know, this guy also has something of the, God. The boss in Final Fantasy VII, at the end of the highway, you know, you fight a guy there. He does have something of that color, and we're on a highway as well. I want it might even be like a reference. I don't know. I didn't think of that until just now. Ooh, really has off hard. Yeah! Nice dodges. Alright. Trying to avoid... using Erin too much until she gets... until she gets her eyes back. She's still got her eyes. They're just not working right too well. Oh damn, that did a surprising amount of damage. I was kind of bracing for it to not, because it was blacking me in, but like, shit. Ooh, not the gas. Shit, Lynx got there now. Eren's isn't good. That's good. His little like celebration after he does that is so good. Then Erin can finish things off with our friend the Frog Prince. Oh, it can be really stressful lining up the field effects like that. Sorry, I was quiet there. I was just locking in, trying to map it out. But yeah, worth it. it's kind of hard to see, but this here is specifically the guy you race against in the racing minigame in Chrono Trigger. But before we go any further, we've got an important little guy to address. It's Robo Ducky. I'm gonna switch up the party again. For what? The method behind my madness will become clear. Yeah, we're going to use Mr. I work for the fascist government. Yeah, it's so good. Like the Dead Sea segment is like the bit of this game for a lot of people, and it's not hard to see why. It's one of my favorite bits also. And it's a visual well that Square would go back to. Final Fantasy 13 has a similar. You're running around a frozen lake for one of the early stretches of that game. Look at this. This is rad. All the buildings kind of like. It's not just that they're frozen, right? The buildings are like kind of lumped together. Am I saying that From Software stole the Ring City DLC from Dark Souls 3 from Chrono Cross's Dead Sea? Yes, I am saying that. I'm going on record. Hidetaka Miyazaki invented nothing. Nothing! Oh, that just obliterated the ducky. In Final Fantasy 13, it's not time frozen, it is just ice frozen. Or crystal frozen. It is very pretty. Final Fantasy 13 is a very pretty game. Not as pretty as Chrono Cross, but it's basically impossible to find something that is, to be honest. So many strange things happening here. The power source is still active. I do have knowledge of electrical engineering. Can you give me a minute, sir? Let's see. There. The monitor should be able to display some information, sir. (2300 AD). Lithosphere Investigation Report. Report number 27. Unknown life force parasites the planet. Geologic stratum results 65 million BC. Code Lavos. (2300 AD). You mean a ruin from the future? Norris, can't you download more info about this world? Ah, yes. One moment, please. Slumbering deep beneath the crust, when Lavos awakes, this planet will. What happened, Norris? What happened to the screen? The power supply has gone out. At this rate, we will not be able to gather further information. Damn! We are so close to learning more about Lavos. You will not be able to find out anything new. Let's proceed. So yeah, if you don't bring Norris to this bit, he just like wanders in and says, "Hello, I'm the only person here who could know how to use a computer. Could you let me have a wee look at it, please?" So I figured it would be a bit more natural to just bring him along, and I haven't used it much anyway, so it's fair. Interesting though, Carl knows words like download. Like it's kind of, you know, as with a lot of JRPGs, the exact kind of like technology level of Chrono Cross is like, or at least the present day Chrono Cross. Like, you know, this is like a future concept, but like, you know, does a computer exist to search? You know. Like the Acacia Dragoons were all like kind of like medieval knights and stuff, but the guys from Poor, they're coming in with like, you know, muskets. They're like more like conquistador kind of stuff. Those kung fu shoes are very handy. They increase evasion by a considerable amount, which means that you can make a character like very hard to hit with physical attacks. And there are some bosses, one in particular, immediately coming to mind, who that is very handy for. Sorry, mate. Don't mind, mate. Well, these guys are just gremlins. Everything else is like, you know, the discarded remnants of like this dead future. Then you got these little guys. Are they from the future? Is this what man will one day become? There is a way to like look at or fight like monsters, I should say. But like, I would like that there was like a bestiary in this game. Just give me like a little kind of something about all these little freaks. Or maybe it's better that there isn't, you know? Maybe I don't need to know any more than I do about some of them. my god, that just deleted them. Alright, Norris. You're alright, I guess. In terms of your statistical ability, you know, nothing else. I'm not going to speak on your personal beliefs. Especially now as we enter the Tower of Geddon. This must be the center of the Dead Sea. All this chaos must have spread out from here. I love pre-rendered backgrounds. The buildings seem to have melted into one giant conglomeration. What's up with this place? Now we're in a shopping mall. Fighting mannequins. Many of you I've been hearing on social media. Is this gonna be like one shot in them all? Oh my god, it is. Oh, that one lived. Well, he's wearing like the robe from the X-Men fit. He's got like a spandex suit and a little short jacket. God damn. I never noticed that before. I guess I always just assumed he was like wearing like a uniform in that jacket, but no, it's like a... It's got the thing that like Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1's outfit has, where it's like, you look at it and you think like, oh, that's like a red shirt and like red pants he's wearing. No. That's like one like horrible onesie that he's wearing underneath that jacket. One shot. Oh, these are... I guess not. Damn. Oh, that one. That one. that. A delicious treasure chest just for us. And it's a trashy tiara. Where's this trashy tiara? A dirty old headdress increases your defense against magic. Harl cannot wear it. She will not wear the trashy tiara. Lynx will. Fair play. This is just like a tiny little moment with this game that really stuck with me. It is time. You must go. You will miss the train. Yeah, just as a little... Like, I think, you know, everything we fought has just been like monsters, really. That's a person. They're aware on some level of what's like. Maybe they're not aware, but like, I don't know. I get the impression it feels like they have like a sort of sense, at least a sort of abstract sense of what's happened to them, even if they don't understand it at all. And it doesn't, you know. Personally, I wouldn't have. You know, I wouldn't like that to happen to me necessarily. Any of this. It's like, you know, underscores the fact that it's like people. This is a future that had people in it, even if, you know, it was doomed to be destroyed by Lavos in the end. There were people who lived here, people who shopped here, and went to the theater here. In this instance. By the way, that medical book is for a character we will not be recruiting in this playthrough, so it will go straight in the bin. What is wrong, Serge? Did you sense something? Are you all right? What? You saw a child? I didn't see a child anywhere. Nothing will surprise me here. Let's just keep going. This is one of the most unique enemy types in the game. I have a lot of fondness for it, though. Entry number 1. Petra the Pisces here. I'm 16 and I love tall, dark boys. I do a mean tornado. Nice to meet you. Entry number 2. I'm Richard. I'm 29. I'm here to protest beauty pageant sexism. My future goal is to fireball. Nice to meet you. Entry number 3. Hi, I'm Valentini. I'm an Aquarius and I'm 15. I love to sing in the black rain. Nice to meet you. Entry number 4. I'm Shireen. I'm 14. I'm a Capricorn. My specialty is recover all. Nice to meet you. Yeah, they do all the their hobbies and their specialties out here. that one actually did a bit of damage. Actually, Deanne's dying. They should hang out with. They're going to go to Pathologic. They're going to have a great time. As everyone does in Pathologic. Nobody has a bad time in Pathologic. Number 1. I'm Cynthia, 15 years of age and a vegetarian. My favorite pastime is volcanoes. Nice to meet you. Page number 2. Hola, soy Ariana. Tengo my proudest accomplishment is the black hole. Nice to meet you. It's number 3. Yo, I'm Amanda and I'm 14 years old. I love to sing in the black rain. Everyone's about singing in the black rain. I'm Renata and I'm a 25-year-old Aries. My specialty is recover all. Black hole and the volcano and the specialty is not great for us. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. That's easy to heal us. We will not be returning to you. Can get up on the stage. Well, there's too much to see. Although there is a sword here. This is another item that we will not be using this playthrough because that is an item you can use to give to Pierre. The person, the foppish swordsman who in one aborted timeline that possibly ended up in the Dead Sea. We tried to break into Viper Manor with him and met Ketchup. Alas, all these things are salt for the Dead Sea. That's not the same ghost girl we saw before. That one's got purple hair. We're inside a building yet. What is this thing doing in here? This place is beyond me. There we go. I'm starting to get up that way. No, I've never considered this before. But I wonder if this is supposed to be like not the epoch, the time machine from Chrono Trigger, but like design. I don't know. No. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is Dalton's. This is Dalton's plane. From the Antiquity era bit. Fuck. You know, that's not the only bit of relevance Dalton has to this game, but you would only know said relevance if you played the DS port of Chrono Trigger. These are the Acacia Dragoons who disappeared 3 years ago. What went on here? It is unfortunate, but it appears they were held captive here before they died. It's too late. They are so close, yet so far. No one can help them. Some of these figures we recognize. You can, if you squint, you can make out Riddell here, who is the girl that Kid took hostage when trying to escape Viper Manor. General Viper himself is here. Then Lord Humongous on the right there. Karsh is up next to the red-haired ghost child. Are you alright? What is wrong? You have been acting strangely ever since we entered the building. Is it that child again? There's no turning back now. You must keep going, Sash. Yeah, there's Marcy. Nikki's baby sister. Real quick here, grab this chest because treasure chests are more important than drama. sunset? Have the clouds from the Dead Sea cleared up? It appears that the dimension itself is more unstable here than elsewhere. It's a time and space within a structure completely different from anywhere else. Luckily, the distortion that leaves this place is still here. That's good news for us. Alright. I think... we're going to bring out Radius again. For this one. He's proven himself well, and we will need him going forward. First of all, I'm going to call in our Smith, and see if we can get a mithril helmet for the Radius. I'm sure we've got his best equipment. Let me just double check. Yeah. To get Starkey, sorry little buddy, I need that, who do I give that to? Oh, Irene's. Sorry, Irene's. I need that magic ring. Give to Harl. Okay, then, elements. You want good healing stuff, which means no capsules. You want imbecile, indeed we do. Free fall. You do not want magnify. Don't need hellbound. One more high res. Oh yeah, yeah. The next boss fight is probably it is probably the hardest boss fight in Chrono Cross. It's either between this and another fight that is coming up later in the line that's technically optional, which means this is probably the most difficult main fight in the game that we can't avoid. And And a big part of that is, you know, we're in a similar situation with old Garai. But Garai is kind of a tutorial. Oh shit! My controller disconnected. Ah! Ah. There we go. Yeah. Garai is kind of a tutorial on how to fight this guy. First, let's fetch the Enertron. HP restored. Status abnormalities removed. But you're still hungry. Yep. The Enertrons from 2300 AD in Chrono Trigger work exactly the same as they did before. Sorry, ghost children. I need to get this screwy dress. Right? Here we go. AD 1000, Nadia's bell. May our prayers for peace ring on for eternity. But Nadia's bell will never be heard again. Never. We, no, everyone worked to save the planet's future for nothing. It's all because of you. You killed it. You. So many lives are supposed to be saved. This planet was supposed to be healed with love, hope, and dreams. How could you? How could you do such a thing? It's all your fault that the world is going to end up like this. It's all your fault, Serge. Murderer! Who are those children? It's Serge's fault as the world will end up like this. Don't let it bother you. It's just a distant echo from ones far gone. It's just an illusion. Welcome to the Tower of Geddon. Time Crash Ground Zero. It's been a while, Serge, but I guess you don't remember who I am. I don't blame you. You were only a little child back then. I'm Miguel, a friend of your father. According to the time outside, it's been about 14 years since the night of the storm. What is this place? I don't know, but I don't think we're supposed to know about it. That child. That wounded child. Bring him to me. What was that? Who's there? Wait, Wazuki, where are you going? There's no way we can set sail again in this storm. We don't have a second to waste, or else Serge will. But I don't care what lies ahead of us. I'm going. There's no way I'll allow my son to die without a fight. I'd appreciate it if you waited for me here. Thank you for coming tonight, Miguel. Thank you. No, wait! Wazuki! Yes, I've been here in this very place for 14 years. It wasn't like this when I got here, though. An incident that occurred 10 years ago transformed it into the Dead Sea. Don't you know? There's nothing in the world as ruthless or impartial as death. All living matter ages over time and eventually dies, no matter how mighty or tiny its life force. So being alive means you're creeping closer to death with every second. But there's none of that here. No one and nothing ages. Nothing wastes away. This quiet, boundless, and beautiful world. An ideal world, straight out of a fairy tale, isn't it? A place and time that belongs to no one. Res nullius. It's because this is a future that was eliminated. History is composed of choices and divergences. Each choice you make creates a new world and brings forth a new future. But at the same time, you're eliminating a different future with the choices you didn't make. A future denied of all existence because of a change in the past. A future that was destroyed even before it was born rests here, condensed into the Dead Sea. How is that possible? Fate. Our lives are governed by fate. Fate knows all and controls all. No one can run from fate. Even your presence here was predestined long, long ago. Wouldn't you all like to become one with this world? To be a part of eternity? How about it, Serge? We need no longer struggle alone, nor fear an uncertain tomorrow. Well, what do you say? Nah, I reject instrumentality. I see. I guess there's only one thing left to do then. I take it you're trying to restore the dimensional distortion? If you defeat me and liberate this place, the distortion will return to the way it was. I guess this is it. Just as there are times of peace, there are times of war. You don't have to hold back. Attack me with all your soul if you wish to live. Let fate take its course. Yep. This guy. This is the hardest boss fight in Chrono Cross, probably. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is build up. Let's have it for Harl. And we'll switch to Radius. Lynx defend. Harl defend. Radius is going to cast Tornado. So this is why this guy is such a motherfucker. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Never mind. Okay, now everyone uses Moonshine. To increase our magical defense. Make Lynx is going to stay defending, and Radius will keep up the offensive. Yes. So this is his motherfucking move. Is he will debuff your magic defense and then immediately go into a massive magical attack, dealing shitloads of damage, and it's so hard to prepare for ahead of time, and as you can see against our black units, it really messes them up. So this is it's a fight where it is, you just gotta try to keep like I said with Grai. Grai kind of is a little bit of a tutorial in how to fight Miguel. One of the things you learn is keep Lynx in tip-top condition, and Harl also. Carl being here is like not necessarily optimal because she's also black in it, so she's also pretty vulnerable to Miguel's stuff. But I like Harl. I like having her around. And her moonshine is like very handy. Ooh, that was a bit of luck. Missed disabling Carl's elements. Okay. I don't know if it might be a bit too early to go on the offensive. Let's use some of our high rises. Normally he can get his buffs back super quick, but if we time it just right, we can reduce it by just a little bit. So my hope is that Harl will survive that, because I managed to buff, and she did not. Okay. I forgot to put revives back on Lynx after giving them to Starkey. Okay. Harl is out of the fight then. That is fine. This will heal us at full, which means we're in a decent enough shape in case he pulls anything with the free turn he has. That means he is probably about to do his thing. So I am going to decrease his magical power, which will also have the nice bonus of getting us off right field. Just to make sure Radness is in the best condition. Gets picked on. Lynx is defending. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yes, okay. 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 We're running low on healing stuff, which means it's time we need to go on the offensive, I think. Take us both out, which means we'll be okay. He's winded. It's definitely time to go all out. One last top up of heals. Oh, fatigue. I really don't want that. Have a nice trip, Miguel. Okay. All right. What a fight. Very glad I was able to keep Lynx alive through that. She and Horror went out, but you know, well done. That's the way, Serge. My, you have grown strong. Maybe, just maybe, you and your friends have the power to defeat fate and build a new future for humanity. Fate in all caps this time. Has he been saying it in all caps all this time, and this is just the first time we've noticed? As in the first time Serge has noticed? The Dead Sea is the true form of this planet's future. That's right. At one stage, our world was on the verge of such inevitable destruction. That was in 1999, when the parasitical alien life form known as Lavos awoke after centuries of feeding off this planet. Lavos fell from the heavens a countless number of years ago and buried deep beneath the surface to eat and sleep. was actually filmed 1 years ago. Who's Hunter? Slowly but deliberately, Lavos devoured our planet from the inside out, waiting for the time to ripen for its true awakening. Finally, Lavos did awake and manifested its true form on the surface of the planet. Oh yeah, I know that the caps lock, I'm talking about the character. I think this is the point where maybe the reason why the capitalization starts there is because people are, Serge is kind of like working it out, is what, that's kind of what I'm suggesting. That's when our world faced a death from which there seemed no possibility of escape. Were it not for a teenage boy and his group of adventurer friends, that is. These young heroes caught a glimpse of this planet's future destruction as it appeared in the year 2300. They realized they could not turn their backs on our planet, even if its death would not be anywhere near their lifetime. Time traveling from epoch to epoch, they battled Lavos for the future of our planet, and eventually won. But in saving our planet from the death Lavos was going to bring about, they also changed the course of history. At that very moment, this whole future time axis ceased to exist. Call it cause and effect. It is just a problem of possibilities after all. In this world, there are no such things as absolutes or certainties. But the future that was supposed to have disappeared is about to be restored here. The future destruction of our planet is going to become a reality in this world once again. The vengeance of the future we killed is about to begin, with Serge serving as the trigger. Perhaps, or perhaps not. Either way, it is all part of the grand game of the gods. Goddesses. People are dragged into playing this game, forced to put their own lives on the line, without even knowing the rules. Without even being allowed to complain. They try to do their best under the conditions placed upon them. The only alternative is to give up and leave the playing field in a forfeit. 3 years ago, members of the Acacia Dragoons from Termina visited here. Those nights were after the frozen flame, of course, but instead they became salt for the Dead Sea. You see, only the Chosen One can approach the flame. It looks like fate has made its decision and has started to carry it out now. Fate doesn't want the frozen flame to awaken in this place at this time. It would choose to destroy the flame along with the whole Dead Sea than to allow its enemies to take hold of the flame. This lost future is about to disappear into the darkness beyond the dimensions again. You have no time to spare. You must leave here immediately. Quick, go! I love you so much. That is why I sometimes desire to smash you to bits. Don't worry about me. You must go now. Farewell, Serge. The future is yours for the taking. You, the one that the frozen flame has chosen. My dear Lena, may you live in a happier tomorrow. We're not going to make it.
Bravo, sons of man.
year 1030 AD, the El Nido archipelago was about to explode. Why did you help us? I too would like to witness this. For thou shalt live and thou shalt die. If thou art planning to bring forth a new entity, prepare thyself for anguish and sorrow. Shit, we forgot to ask if they knew our new friend Dragon. To the Sea of Eden. If thou intend to defy the goddess of Fiat, speak with the ancient dragon gods who sit in repose in El Nido. Let the path to the Sea of Eden be known, and all the powers of the sleeping dragons are brought together. Serge, you're concerned about the other world, aren't you? The dimensional distortion should be back in order. Let's head to Opasa Beach. So this is the dimensional gate. Then let's get going. We're back. Ah! Go away! Shoo! Leave me alone! Oh my god, look at their walking animations. They're terrifying! Well, what's going on? Yikes! Over here is a scary looking Catman! Boy, am I in a major fix! Be gone if you wish to live. Get out of our way. Damn, the squads! You saved me. I thought you were bad guys too, from the way you looked. I was looking for rainbow shells when those things started harassing me. But look, I got the shells alright. I better head back and give them to Kiki. Thanks a lot for saving me. Bye! Hey mister, you should be careful too. Lots of monsters are running loose nowadays. All the grown-ups say it's a rebellion led by Serge. And I heard this Serge is trying to kill everyone on the island. I can't believe someone would want to do that. I wonder what's going to happen to us. It looks like there's much chaos going on here. An uprising led by Serge? So Serge has become the enemy of the people. Alright, we're back in another world. And that's where we'll leave it for this stream, I think. Yeah, flashing in 3 hours, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright. The Dead Sea is so cool. There's more still to come. This next bit I don't remember too well, but yeah, we'll see what happens next time. I'm always bad with these. I can't end a stream to save my life. Thanks for coming out, everybody. And I'll see you again next week for more exciting adventures of Lynx and Surge, who's now trying to kill everybody. We'll find out what happens with that next week. Alright, everyone. Later!